All right. Hello from Hack Central. I'm going to give you guys a little update on what day is it? It's Wednesday. That just shows you when you get up at 3:30 in the morning, you forget what day it is. All right. So, here I am with Miss Whiny that decided to come in here and go, why are you doing a video without me in it? Don't do that. You crazy ass. She says, I got to be in the video. You got to be in everything. Here, you got to get down for a minute so I can do this. All right. So, like I said, every time. So, I'm going to show you Brent's Jackson that I showed you the other day. That was the Hacko-Rama wire job. I have where the wires were all stuffed in that compartment. I have that compartment completely redone now. There's only the battery connection that I have to wire up and the output jack, which is on the other side of the guitar, and put the pickups back in, and then I can fire the thing up and verify that I did it correctly. But I was going to show you what the difference is if you watch the last video, and I got Whiny Cat down here yelling at me. If you watch the last video with all the hacked wires and the guitar didn't work at all, and then you see what I'm going to show you now, you can see the difference between a hack job and what it's supposed to look like. Even guitar manufacturers, and you guys can verify this, you can open any guitar that you own, electric guitar, Gibson, Fender, whatever. No offense to the brand names, but they're mass produced. Open them up and look inside, and you will not see the wires look like this. This is how I do it. This is how handmade guitars, high-end guitars are done. It's a very clean operation. The wires are precise, and I will show you that. So let me flip this around. And here we are in the light. That is the control cavity with new potentiometers and new three-way switch, the proper type of three-way switch other than the job that was in there before. But that is how the wires are meant to look. They are meant to be cut to precise length and routed so that they are not interfering with each other and that they don't come loose or, short out or anything like that. So that is what they're supposed to look like. They're very nice and clean. They're not necessarily in a straight line because the guitar isn't straight and you got to route things accordingly. But you don't want excess length. The length of the wires on a guitar will actually affect the to a small extent, especially with the shielded wires like this. It will affect the inductance of the circuit, which then affects the tonality of the guitar. It changes the value of the impedance value of the circuit and of the whole guitar itself going into the amplifier. That changes the signal going into the amplifier, which is a very small voltage AC signal. And it will, if this value here, the wire's inductance and etc. is different, it will change it to some extent and can change the tone of the guitar. So there you go. That is why you pick up 5 guitars from well-known manufacturers on the wall at the guitar store. You pick up 5 of them that are brand new, that are all made in the same year. Side by side, and you want to try them out, and they all feel differently. They feel differently because the necks are sanded by people, and they're sanded differently. They're processed differently, so they are slightly different. Even though they're sanded on a machine, someone operated the machine. They're not all CNC final sanding, so you get differences that way. But you also get differences in the wiring because the wiring is it's mass produced, and in that I say that it's on a bench where one person is doing nothing but putting wires together all day long. They sit there with a solder system and solder wires on a plate, and that plate then gets installed into the guitar. But because it's a person, there are slight variances in each one. So you will, if you have a keen ear and you've been playing for a long period of time and you plug it into the same amplifier and the same settings, you will notice differences, and that's why people choose one guitar over another, even though it's the same Strat that you're trying out. You're going to try out 5 of them, and you pick this one because you like that one. Well, you like that one because it's slightly different from the other ones, and that's where this stuff comes in. The stuff has to be precise. it has to be accurate. It has to be clean. The solder joints have to be well made, proper temperature, that kind of thing. I've gone over that in my solder videos, but it is important when you have a keen ear for tone and you listen for quality sound through quality equipment, you can notice the difference. So that's why this is important. And beyond that, it's important to have pride in what you do and do something that has, even though that will probably never be seen unless somebody decides to look at it because it's got a cover over it. It's good to have pride in what you do, and even though someone won't see it, you're proud of how that goes together, and you have a sense of pride in your quality. So you know that it looks nice, and that's important. So, anyways, that's the update on the hack job. It is no longer a hack job. Anything that comes through here will not be a hack job because I don't do that kind of stuff. So, anyways, happy Hump Day, Wednesday. Happy whiny little kitty day, you little whiny poo-poo. So I'm going to run back out there and get myself ready for another 3:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. Yay, early days. All right. So peace out. Happy Wednesday. See you guys later. Bye.